Yes, this is not Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. This is Sonic Forces. Again. Now, I have to reiterate, I do not like Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces is the king of mid, especially when it comes to Sonic games. It is king mid, queen mid, sovereign mid. It is a big pile of mid. But one of my favorite stages in this game is Egg Gate. And I want to take a look at this here because this is legit one of the few good stages in the game. Majority of the stages are not good, but this is one of the few that are actually genuinely good in my personal opinion. So we start here, and right away, the skybox is honestly, look at that. Like, right away you see the skybox here is just so gorgeous. And as you see here, the Earth, the absolute Earth, with the sun and everything, it's just so gorgeous, man. It actually is so gorgeous. And I will give that, oh, is that? Oh, that's just a giant, that's a giant crater. That's just a giant crater. What's the significance of this? Okay, so I see panels here. I gotta admit, this is beautiful. Like, one of the best skyboxes I've seen. And this is in Sonic Forces. Oh, yeah, and there's the Earth and more saturated version of Earth. Funny enough. But yeah, this is so gorgeous. I'm assuming, yeah, this is part of the skybox as well. This isn't like a model here. You'll have to do other stuff in order to just trigger the other parts of the stage, I believe. But, no, we will see. We will see all too well. But yeah, let's go back to... And the music is pretty cool, pretty good too. I have to admit, the music is pretty good too. But yeah, there's Sonic. Oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah, there's Sonic. Sonic. Yep, and then, yep, you go through here, and I believe you're supposed to, yeah, because that's a lot of. Because I don't see the death egg. That's my thing. You don't see the death egg. I think you have to trigger. You have to trigger that. So, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so now things have activated. Now we see more stuff now. And we see more of the Eggman. Basically the ships that you would see in, like, Metropolis. But, like, it's red. But you kind of see more of it here. And, again, it really well done. It looks good. Really well done. And one thing I do love here, as we go further in here with this in particular, this particular ship and all these other ships kind of give me Sonic Unleashed vibes. Especially with how they look. I don't know if these are the exact similar ships. I don't know if these are the exact similar ships, but we'll take a look further here. This actually looks pretty cool. Again, like, a lot of the visuals in Forces are really good. It's just the gameplay that's mid. When it comes to Sonic specifically. I mean... The Sonic OC gameplay is actually decent. It's actually pretty good, but just like the Sonic levels are mid for the most part. But yes, yeah, it kind of gives me like that vibe a little bit, kind of, sorta. Maybe because it's red. I don't know, but it kind of gives me that Sonic Unleashed vibe when it comes to these stages in particular. And I don't think these are the exact ships, though. I don't think these are the exact ships. But still, it's really cool to see. Especially with this beautiful space skybox. It really gives... Oh, the saturation. Okay, it just shifted for like, no reason at all. But it really gives you that feeling of like, yeah, you're in space. You're in space. And you see the lighting just shifting for no reason. For like, no reason at all. Which is kind of interesting. Which is kind of interesting, yeah. At first, it kind of looks... Are these saucers? No, they're not flying saucers. Wait, no. They're like... Well, they're kind of saucers, but they're not, like, flying saucers. But yeah. Again, the architecture. The graphics are really cool here. I love these, like, discs here that kind of look like flying saucers. I forget what the purpose is for these, but I guess these are saws. They're, like, flying space saws. At least that's what it looks like here. And then we see, like, more flying... stuff when it comes to Eggman's Armada fleet. But yeah, and then we see, yeah, nothing but like, I guess these are gears. They're like slim, like nano gears. Are they slim Xeno gears? Okay, I don't know why I said that, but I just wanted to. I love the Xenoblade, by the way. I love the Xeno series. But yes, okay, so we going further here. into these. So we're not in the Death Egg yet, because the Death Egg isn't shown. I think we have to go through a certain stage in order to, like, trigger, like, the viewing of the Death Egg. And again, the skybox is so beautiful. But here's another thing, though. We don't see the Death Egg, though. I think we have to go further through the stage to trigger the Death Egg. Again, the mechanical prowess of Eggman is just twofold, man. It's really shown here in action. And again, really love the visuals. And it just really shows. It just also makes me sad. Because Eggman won in Sonic Forces. But then they had to fumble the story so damn hard. Like, Sonic Forces could have been something, man. Alright, so we've triggered more of the visuals here, and look at that. There is the Death Egg in all of its glory. Now, I wonder, I don't think this is a model, though. Because this would have been a pretty large model. I think that's just part of the skybox. I'm pretty sure that's just part of the skybox. But we'll see. And we see more of the Eggman fleet here. Again, the lighting as well with the stage is really good. It really makes you feel like you're in space, especially with all these fleets. Like, honestly, this gives me Sonic Unleashed vibes. You know, the intro to Sonic Unleashed with all the red Eggman fleets, minus the Death Egg. There's one thing I do want to see here. If I go closer here, because I just want to confirm, is the Death Egg part of the skybox? Which I think it is. Or is it an actual, like, model? Like, even though it's not rendered. I'm just going to assume it's part of the skybox. But we'll see. Okay, this might, this might actually be a 3D model? We're still not, I think so, but I want to, we're not there yet. I want to see if this is like an illusion or not. But if it is a 3D model, then this might be insanely large. The fact that it's so far away, first of all, the skybox is insanely large, because look at, I'm like completely far away from like the level in general here. All of the Eggman ships, I am, like, extremely far away from. Okay, I think, honestly, yeah, this is a 3D model. This is, like, crazy. Like, this is such a large model. And yet it's so far away. Oh my god, I can't even see the Eggman space fleet anymore. All I see is just space. But that is so, oh my god. How can this model this large be so far away and not just be like a backdrop, like part of like the skybox? I'm not gonna expect anything in the Death Egg. But now I'm curious, because clearly, oh yeah, because I see, because look, there's the nose, and there's literal outside the Death Egg. This is like crazy, and oh my god, I don't see the stage. It's like minuscule now. Let's try to go inside the Death Egg here. I want to see if there's anything in it. We're about to enter the Death Egg. Oh my god, this is crazy sauce. Holy shit. Okay, we're entering here. It's pretty basic. Look at that, man. This is so large. Like, this is so large. And yet this is like so far away from the stage that you can't even tell that it's like a... You can't even tell whether or not it's an actual, like, 3D model, or is like just, like, a backdrop. Like, part of the skybox is what I mean. But, okay, so I see something here. I see something. Oh, look at that view. That is just crazy. That's just bonkers, man. Let's see if there's anything in. Let's see if there's anything in this Death Egg. I'm assuming that I'm probably gonna see space. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I expect. Okay, we'll get to see, like, the outside of it, though. But, oh, my God. But, yeah, this basically confirms, yeah, 3D model, although not, like, outside, at the very least. Not really on the inside, but, yeah. So, this is kind of in the Death Egg, but not really in the Death Egg, if that makes any sense. Okay, we're reaching outside of the Death Egg again. This is so crazy for me to even say. Okay. Bro, this is nuts. This is such a large model. Like, this is so gigantic. So we're approaching the eyes of the Death Egg. We are approaching the eyes of the Death Egg. We are approaching the eyes of the Death Egg. Yep, there's one of its eyes. The other eyes are like over there. That's so crazy, dude. It just baffles me though, because it's like, all of this is just, you're gonna make a model this damn big for it to be used for nothing but a faraway prop. This stage was probably meant to be like a lot longer. I mean, it has to be with because this is large. This is a large-ass damn model of the Death Egg. Oh my god, this is so large. Well, we're on top of the Death Egg right now. We are on top of the Death Egg as we speak. I do not see the stage anymore. It's just gone. All the Eggman fleet. Sonic is just even more of a tiny speck than he is already. It's just gone. This skybox is so large. This skybox is so large. Like, actually, holy shit. Also, I'm surprised the game hasn't crashed by now, because we are so far away from the stage. I mean, the skybox, the skybox is so large. And yeah, we are currently on the top of the Death Egg. I know this game was rushed. Sonic Forces is a rushed game. Maybe this stage was meant to be longer. Maybe the Death Egg model was meant to be more developed. But probably. And this is like, yeah, we're seeing more of the other, like, the other side of the Death Egg. The dark side of the Death Egg. Like, the dark side of the moon in some circles. But, yeah. This is, like, so cool, man. Because this took me, like, an hour or so to just get to that point. Just to confirm that this was a 3D model. So large and so far away. This has to be meant for something else, because there's literally, the lights are there. This is a fully functioning, working 3D model that's developed to this magnitude and scale. This has to be meant for this has to be unused content. Look at the lens flares. This has to be meant for, like, something else, but just wasn't used because Sonic Forces was rushed. As we all know all too well. Okay, alright, I want to see this bottom here. Look at that, man. This entire bottom area ring. I just want to see what one of them is looking like, because once I see one of them, you'll see, like, all of them, because it's completely identical. Look at that, man. Look at the lights. This is so crazy. This is so cool, yet it's so crazy. And it's kind of scary a little bit, too. It kind of gives you, like, fear. But now's not the time for fear. That comes later. Okay, alright, we're inside whatever this is. This is the lower part of the Death Egg. Yeah, I think that's all we can see here. Yeah, we see lights here, and then it's just, I guess, part of the overall, like, Death Egg here. Yep, okay, yep. Yep. This feels like burning light, but it's not. This feels like burning light, but it's not. And yet, we are outside. Yep, these are the lights, the lower lights of the Death Egg. As you can clearly see right here. Yep, I'm gonna reset. Bye-bye, Death Egg. You're so cool. But, oh, look at that view, man. Look at that view. That's just so cool. So extraterrestrial. It has an extraterrestrial feel. And it's just scary, but it's also so cool at the same time. But anyway, I have to reset. We need to cover the rest of this stage. I'm going to reset in 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. You can immediately notice it already. But let's cover the other stages here. You see how that's just so far away. Yet that's a fully rendered 3D model. It took me over an hour to reach that point! Oh my god. But as you see here, this is so cool. The imagery of Eggman's battalion. These rendered, these fully rendered, like... Again, these are not exactly like the Unleashed, like... I'll have to go back and watch the opening just to confirm, but... Again, this has a Sonic Unleashed feel. Like, watching these. This has a... Because all the red, like, spaceships... This has a Sonic Unleashed feel to it. As you see here, this has yet to activate because this is like a certain area that we have to reach. But yeah, this is kind of similar to a certain 2D, like the previous 2D section of Eggate. And again, the architecture is so cool. Yeah, we're going back to normal here, just stabilizing from that massive discovery I'm probably the... Oh, look at... Oh, whoa. Bro, this is so crazy. Okay, wow. No, because, like, from here, look at that. The skybox is just different. And look, that Death Egg is different. Oh, this is so crazy. Look at that. It feels so extraterrestrial, but we know with the shadow of a doubt this was all Eggman's doing. And you gotta appreciate the hustle. You gotta appreciate the mechanical prowess That is Eggman. It just sucks that Sonic Forces fumbled so hard, especially when it came to the story. If Sega gave Sonic Team more time to cook with Forces, this honestly would have been a pretty damn good Sonic game. I don't know what the timeline would be if Sonic Forces was a good game. Okay, this is so crazy now. Because now the Death Egg just looks closer. It's like, it just looks closer now. Which is crazy. Because, like, all the assets just shifted, and now I'm, like, closer to the Death Egg than I was before. Which is absolutely crazy. It's like this clear, I guess, illusion? Okay, here we go. I wonder if I can stop. Oh, wow.
Packing a lot of firepower. Still, it doesn't matter if they can't land their shots. Here goes nothing.
Okay, this is new. Whoa, where? Okay, hold on. Okay, Sonic's just floating. He's floating. Oh, okay. I think I glitched. Yeah, Sonic, this wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so I tried to... Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright, because, like, I tried to do free cam with the cutscene, and then the cutscene went on, and then it just glitched. Okay.
Man, they're packing a lot of firepower. Still, it doesn't matter if they can't land.
Look at that.
Here goes nothing.
Look at that. Whoa, and then it just disappears. Okay, I need to find a way to stop that completely. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? That's so weird. Because I can only explore that area for a little bit. I can't like time stop it completely. I gotta admit, that's a cool cutscene. That's a cool thing. Hold on. Look at that. That is such a cool. That's so cool. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. All right, so we're in here. This is the final section. This is the final area here. Let's experience this for a little bit and just look at that. Okay, so this is clearly in the Death Egg. This has to be in the Death Egg, by the way. And just look at all the egg ships. The egg, like, flying ships here. And this is a lot of Eggman's things. A lot of Eggman's things. That's definitely grammar. But this is so cool. But I wonder, is this actually in the Death Egg? Or no, this can't. No, this isn't. This isn't. This is a separate thing entirely. Yeah, so we see this here. Just a lot of, like... This is basically a giant hangar for, like, a lot of the ships that you see within the stage with Eggman's fleet. And you see the smaller ones here, and you see the big ones here. It's just, the architecture is just so cool. Like, actually so cool. Yep, you see this here. The shuttles, a lot of the egg shuttles, and Sonic takes this one in particular in order to escape. I believe the Death Egg blows up. No, the Death Egg doesn't blow up at this point. Oh, yep, it's just space. It's just nothing but space. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah. We have this here. It's just floating. I wonder if this is close, because I don't see the Death Egg anymore, which is interesting. Which is interesting to note. I don't see the Death Egg anymore. Let's try to go up and just to see if there's anything else. Or is that, like, it? Maybe it's for rendering purposes that you don't really see much. Look at that. That is so cool. Like, that is legit, like, so cool. But it's crazy. Because those cutscene areas, I couldn't pause it. Maybe there's another way. I want to look at it as, like, another way to just pause the in-game cutscenes entirely. There has to be another way, because I want to explore that area. Because those areas only appear during the cutscenes. But look at that. This is so cool looking at it from the outside. It feels so extraterrestrial. It's actually crazy. But, oh, look at that. Oh, those are the Eggman, like, spaceships that Sonic rides through. Like, where would it be? That's just so crazy. Seeing this from afar as well, it gives an extraterrestrial feeling. This is not Frutiger Arrow by any means of the spectrum, obviously, but This is so crazy, man. Again, I want to explore those cutscenes further because that was such a large area that I can only explore for like seconds before it just disappears. Overall, a really cool stage, and overall one of the best stages in Sonic Forces. I think there's a lot of better Sonic stages in general. But arguably one of the best in Sonic Forces, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, don't ask me how. Don't ask me how, but somehow I figured it out. Okay, this is large. Holy shit. Okay, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just baffled. Okay, so I guess I went up, like, a certain point during the cutscene, and then with the free cam, and then it appeared. So, okay, so taking a look here, look at that. This is so vast. This was obviously meant to be the top of the Death Egg, like the Death Egg, like, interiors, kind of reference, you know, that Death Star from Star Wars, obviously, but as you look here, look at all that. The architecture is just so detailed. It's so large for, like, no reason at all. And it's just so crazy. Look how vast this is. This is so vast in general. It's just crazy. Look at that. Oh my god. I'm just trying to calm down here because this is just so cool. Oh my god. But yeah, all of this is meant to be like the top, or at least the surface of the Death Egg. What the surface might look like, because this is so large. This was meant to be a lot larger than the original model was intended, but just look at that. It's so cool. This is actually so cool. And just, I gotta go up here. I just want to see how big it is from, like, a bird's eye view. Damn, look how large this platform is. Look at that. It's just so large. And it's only for that cutscene, and then it just disappears. Look at that. Bro. Like, this is supremely large. I wonder, is there anything on the bottom here? No, it's just that. It's just that. It's just that, which is fine. Which is okay. It's okay, which is okay. Oh my god, but yeah, this is large here. There's a lot of architecture, a lot of Death Egg surface stuff is what I'm probably gonna call this, but this is so large. All of this is large. Oh my god. And this only appears for a few seconds with the cutscenes, and then it's just so much of it. Wow. Alright, I want to get one good look at it from afar. Just look at it, it's just one big disc. Just one big extraterrestrial disc. What power lies behind it? No, but this is cool. It does look like an extraterrestrial, like, disc, though, of just... It's just so large compared to the Earth. It's just... It gives you this extraterrestrial terror. I'm not gonna go as far as, like, cosmic horror. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna deactivate the free cam. Where's Sonic? Oh! He's right here! But he's just gonna fall through because none of it's tangible. None of it's tangible. Okay. 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 What is that area? What is that area? Damn it! There it is. There it is. What is that area? What is that area? Please don't disappear. Fuck! Don't disappear! I want to get at least a good view, please. Yes. Okay. Okay. This is cool. This is where he falls off, and it disappears! It disappears! Anyway, Egg Gate, cool stage. Let me know what y'all think. I gotta eat. I gotta eat.